All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We are back with another video, and happy Boxing Day. And I thought I would take a look at the top 10 best box sets for 2024, that sort of thing. I figured it's Boxing Day, why not? I haven't really done anything like this. I'm sort of unofficially known as the king of the box sets, although I'm not sure. But it was hard to whittle it down to a top 10 because there's been so many great box sets from 2024. You can check out all my videos from the past year, but I've whittled it down to 10, and sort of a criteria of box sets or releases that kind of went above and beyond that sort of thing, or surprise, or really nice to see this, or just great packaging, that sort of thing. So that's what I thought I would take a look at it. Okay, so without further ado, we've got an honorable mention. This not officially part of my top 10, and this is the only vinyl release on my top 10, but an honorable mention going out to this one, Stan Rogers. This one's called Music, Lyrics, and Stories. Stan Rogers, great folk singer who died in 1983, and this features music, at least two of the albums that were not available on vinyl until this box set came out, which is really nice. From Coffee House to Concert Hall features a number of live recordings, double album there. Home in Halifax, which was on CD, is released as a 3-side on this one, with the 4th side, Discoveries, Rare Live Recordings. Now that has been available only on CD before. And then there's the album For the Family, which features a number of folk covers, traditional folk songs that had been on vinyl. I'm probably on CD as well, but it's an album that's kind of hard to find in the Stan Rogers catalog. So Stan Rogers, a great 5 LP set, pleasant surprise. They released it in such a nice box set because Stan Rogers was an independent recording artist, so really happy to come across that and to see that. Okay, let's carry on. Of course, the Jethro Tull series continues. This is Jethro Tull Live, bursting out the inflated edition, and this is 3 CDs and 3 DVDs. And interesting, this series continues with all the reissues that they've been putting out. That it's interesting that they've never switched to Blu-ray. I mean, the initial releases in terms of the extras had DVDs, and they've stuck with that, having DVDs instead of Blu-rays, which I think are interesting. I do love the style of this, and of course I've said before, I'm not a big fan of the way they layer the CDs in these books, but having said that, great content, great reissues, and the books are fabulous in terms of all the information, and really enjoy this. Now, having said that, I've been trying to locate Jethro Tull Fresh as Snow, the CD box set. I did pick up the vinyl, which features a newer remix of it, of the classic Jethro Tull Christmas album, but I have not been able to locate in North America Jethro Tull Fresh as Snow, the Christmas CD box set, which is very much in the style. The booklet's not as extensive as in the other reissues, but I've seen a lot of our UK friends posting it, but I can't seem to find it in North America. So hopefully it will get a reissue or an issue in North America. Okay, this one, big things come in small packages. We got Vanilla Fudge. This is Where Is My Mind, the Atco recordings from 67 to 69. So it doesn't feature one of their later sort of reunion albums on Atco, but this is a great little 9 CD set featuring mono and stereo versions of most of the albums, with plenty of extra tracks on each of the discs. It also contains 2 discs live at the Fillmore West, San Francisco, 1969. Fabulous, like really, really good. Nice little booklet in this too. Okay, continuing with the Thin Lizzy, they've been doing some great reissues, and this is another fantastic one. This is called 1976, which spotlights Jailbreak and Johnny the Fox albums, also has Live in Cleveland, BBC sessions, just again, really outstanding. This one in the nice sort of slipcase. They've had sort of different configurations with some of their reissues, so no two are exactly alike in terms of the packaging, but really, really good. Okay, this series continues, and it's just worth spotlighting a simply outstanding reissue series. This is Joni Mitchell Archives, Volume 4, The Asylum Years, 1976 to 1980. And again, this is a 6 CD set. It's just so much bang for your buck. So many great live sessions. You've got Rolling Thunder Review. We've got also demos, we've got sessions. It's just so much content, so much material, and I just really think this has been an outstanding reissue series. Okay, this was a I enjoyed this one. This one was not big on a lot of people's lists, but this is the Jimi Hendrix Electric Lady Studios, a Jimi Hendrix vision. So this spotlights his work at the Electric Lady Studios. So this is 3 CDs and 1 Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray features a really nice movie about Electric Lady Studios, about the construction of it and everything, and all the other people who recorded there after Jimmy's death. But I just think it's a really nice spotlight on those sessions and those recordings, even though many of these, of course, have been released on various albums or whatnot. I really do like a lot of the instrumentals on here. I was just very pleasantly surprised with this. And so this is the CD version of that. And also very pleasantly surprised with this. This is the Police and Synchronicity, and this is the big anniversary issue, but this is the CD version. And so it's nice to see. We're not seeing too many CD versions like this anymore. We're seeing sort of smaller box sets or even a lot of clamshell ones. So it's just nice that they took the time to, it's in the sort of book form, but this is a 6 CD set, great essays, and really I thought this was a nice, especially because they really haven't spotlighted many of the Police albums, and then to do it for their last album and to do it in such a big way, like for a CD box set, I thought that was really quite nice. Also nice to see that they're continuing, of course, with Alan Parsons' project for their reissue series and Pyramid, that they've kind of gone back to the nice big package, if you will, that is vinyl and CDs. So this is 2 45 RPM LPs. I know some fans are not some fans aren't big fans of the 45 RPMs. I don't have an issue with it. And then we've got CDs. We got 4 CDs, Blu-ray, all in a nice, fabulous presentation. Because it seems like the last one, Turn of a Friendly Card, they had the album vinyl released separately from the CDs and that sort of thing. So nice that they've gone back to these really big deluxe box sets. So I think these are absolutely terrific issues. So there you go. Okay, maybe a few more we've got here to round out our top 10. Boy, wow, what an amazing, the Waterboys. This one called 1985, and this spotlights the albums This Is the Sea and The Whole of the Moon. So this is 6 CDs, and this is interesting that you can buy this in a couple of different configurations, which is nice. If you don't want to go with the big box set, you can get smaller versions, even smaller versions that contain all the CDs, but this is the big box set with the book, and I just think they've been doing just an absolutely outstanding job with reissues like that for the Waterboys, as they have done with David Bowie. My gosh, whoops, if I got it right side up. David Bowie, this one is simply entitled Rock and Roll Star, which spotlights the Ziggy Stardust years, but these David Bowie reissues, again, fantastic, with a massive book and extra goodies inside. I just think they've done a particularly good job with those. And last but not least, this might be on the tops of my list. Again, it was hard to whittle these down to 10, but this was absolutely terrific. This is the Faces at the BBC, complete BBC concert and session recordings, 1970 to 1973. And I mean, we love the Faces, but you forget how hard these guys could rock. I mean, outstanding stuff. Just really good. And this was just a really nice Rhino reissue, and it's been a great year for Rhino in terms of reissues, both with Yes stuff, Deep Purple, so much, and with the Anniversary Atlantic reissues on vinyl. It's been a terrific year, but this is such a great box set. You got 8 CDs plus Blu-ray. Fantastic. So good. Oh, okay. So again, it's hard to whittle it down to 10. But there we have it, the 10 box sets from 2024. Well, if you're still here at the end, I thought, well, maybe as a little extra bonus, since it's Boxing Day or unboxing, I thought I'd unbox 2 box sets that I have not unboxed until now. How about that? So this one actually came out in 2023, but I didn't pick it up until this year. This was, again, sort of subject to availability. It seemed to be available and then not available and whatnot, but I did pick up Kirsty MacColl and See That Girl. Kirsty MacColl, a number of hits in the UK, didn't really make the transition to North America in terms of hits. Was great with Billy Bragg, and in terms of working with Billy Bragg, she's featured on the Pogues' Fairy Tale in New York. she's featured on the track. So this is a CD, an 8 CD box set. So we got the hype sticker there. And deluxe 8-disc box set with 161 tracks recorded between 1979 and 2000. More than 40 previously unreleased recordings, including the 1983 album Real in its entirety, plus A-sides, B-sides, rare demos, extended versions, BBC sessions and collaborations. Live sets from Glastonbury Festival 1992 and the Jazz Cafe London 1999. Includes 60-page hardback book with sleeve notes by Jude Rogers. And this is under Universal Music Recordings. So very, very cool. And it's a little hard, but, you know, lots of music. It's a little hard to make out all the track listings there. So let's open this up. And it was interesting, you know, having this the late Kirsty MacColl having this box set come out almost at the same time as the Billy Bragg box set came out. And I did pick up that Billy Bragg box set. It officially came out in 2023, which is why I didn't really include it in this one. But the box set that contains his almost complete recordings there is absolutely outstanding. Oh, okay. And this is in a nice slip case here. Put something like that. Boom, boom. Okay, yeah, it might be a little bit easier to see some of the track listings as they're found on the back here. We got the book here. So we've got to, if I've got the right order here, we've got disc 1, the singles, disc 2, 1979 to 1983, disc 3, 83 to 89, and disc 4, 89 to 1992. Okay, and again, simply in there like that. I know some people don't really like this because it can potentially scratch the CDs when you're taking them in and out, but this seems to be pretty standard for multiple box sets, the way they're doing that. And Kirsty MacColl had a big hit with Billy Bragg's New England, which is how I first kind of heard her. And then, of course, she'd also, in terms of working with Tracey Ullman and having some of the hits that Tracey Ullman then would later have. So here's, hopefully you can see that. But yeah, songs like They Don't Know, which was a Kirsty MacColl song, and the song Terry, which is a Kirsty MacColl song, but then later covered by Tracey Ullman. So then we have disc 5, 93 to 96, disc 6, 99 to 2000, disc 7 is BBC recordings from 81 to 2000, and disc is Other People's Songs. Okay. Like that. And it's kind of nice, we got different designs on every single one of the discs here, which is kind of cool. But at least in terms of with these CDs, they pop out quite nicely. They're not stuck in there too hard, which can be a problem, especially for scratching. And like that. Oh, okay. All right, there's that. And then we got a nice hardbound book with this. Is very nice. Okay, we'll take a look at what we've got inside here. Very nice stock paper, too. And yeah, she is sadly missed, that's for sure. And she's also spotted in the Billy Bragg sexuality video. And when she covered Billy Bragg's in New England, they added some extra lyrics. And I guess, as I understand to this day, Billy Bragg, when he performs New England, he performs it with the extra lyrics from the Kirsty MacColl hit, which is kind of nice. Okay, very nice little booklet here. If I'm able to turn the pages. There we go. Very nice. Again, like for the most part, you know, this artist just didn't really score any big hits in North America. Okay. There we go. Oops. I think that's going to do it. I don't think that... All right, I think we're just about done. Oh, there's... Oops. There we go. Yeah, there's Billy Bragg there. Very nice. Okay, we're really going to enjoy listening to that. And I've got another British artist, and this box set likely would have made my top 10 from 2024. And again, you have seen this certainly unboxed and presented. This is, again, continuing with the John Lennon reissues, the big box set for Mind Games. And I waited a little bit to get this. The price point I thought was a little high, so I kind of waited. The Ultimate Collection, 2 Blu-rays, 6 CDs, 130-page book, completely remixed from the original multi-tracks in HD, 24/192 stereo, 5.1 surround sound, and Dolby Atmos. So there you go. You got that. I got a little bit of a ding there. Yeah. So these have been, again, with these John Lennon big deluxe box sets, these have really been nice reissues, or in terms of lots of content. And boy, it seems like with Mind Games, they really, and then they release stuff for Record Store Day. And then there's the, what is it, sort of like the Mind Games vinyl release that it's like Meditations or something, which I believe Sean Ono Lennon released as well. So very interesting. Oh, okay. And continuing sort of in the big slipcase thing like that. And then we've got the CDs, very much the similar, but much bigger book. And then we get the CDs there. So let's take a look at the discs, if I've got them in the right order here. Okay, that's interesting, but probably I've got the wrong order going on here. So yeah, here we go. In terms of the CDs, so that gives you a nice indication there. And interesting with that on the back. And then the CDs, yeah, just, whoop. Oh, okay, we've got a little extra, we've got a few extra goodies in here. All right. Love extra goodies. Here we go. Let's just put this to the side for a second here. We'll get right back to that. So we get CDs all like that. Very cool. Oops. Excuse me. Okay. Now, I don't know why, for whatever reason, there we go. Just having issues getting that one back in. There's that. There's that. And hopefully they say the number of the disc somewhere on here, unless it's kind of a guessing game. I don't know. I really don't know. There's that. But I'm not seeing the number unless it's in small print somewhere, so it's might be kind of hard to tell which disc is which. Oops, there's that. And last but not least, in terms of the CDs, there we go. Oops. Okay, there's that, and we'll take a quick look at the Blu-rays, which I believe are in the other set. And interesting with that the Blu-rays are in their own little sleeves, which I don't know why they can't do that with the CDs as well. Why wouldn't you, if you have this for the Blu-rays, why can't you do the same for the CDs as well, or even some sort of plastic sleeve that they could go in? There's that. It's the same kind of idea. All right, I wouldn't want to get these mixed up. These discs, oh my goodness. Yeah, unless there's something on here that I'm not seeing in terms of which disc is which, that's interesting. Okay, let's take a look at what all these other little goodies were. Wow. Okay. There's that. And then we've got a postcard. Very cool. And like that. Like that. And we've also got, is this like a little poster? Yeah. Okay. Oops. And a nice little poster. Very cool. Oh, okay, so we got that. And then we've got a substantial looking book, certainly for this. Wow. Okay. See how we do with this one. Again, with Mind Games, a good album, maybe not my favorite John Lennon album, sort of thing, so. But, you know, here we are with the big. Oh, some nice photos. But here we are, of course, with the big box set. And hopefully you're seeing this generally okay. My high-tech presentation of the box sets. At least, you know, with this you get a real good indication. If you haven't seen it before, you get a real good indication of what's inside. You know, again, with John, at this time, continuing to work with some great musicians, though. Okay. Again, very expensive book included. Okay. It is amazing all that's involved with these box sets, how much work they put into it. Where so many of these box sets, you know, like you could almost buy a book like this on its own sort of thing, and it's amazing the way, you know, it's included with all this music, and you get such an amazing book. Not always, but like they've really done an outstanding job in terms of overall presentation. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting little surprise little Beatle thing. The Beatles are coming. I still love the Beatles. Interesting. And it looks like it's giving a lot of context to the year that it was released, that sort of thing. All right. Oops. And John, certainly at this time, was still very politically active, that's for sure. Okay, I think we're just about at the end. Okay, as I said, it's interesting with this. They did quite an extensive reissue series with this, available on vinyl in different configurations, and with that sort of Mind Games meditation thing too. Interesting that they went really full on with this release. Oh, okay, there you go. And some of John's drawings. And of course, war is over. Happy Christmas. Okay, so that is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for dropping by. A sort of unboxing on this Boxing Day sort of thing. So again, thanks so much for dropping by. We'll chat soon. Take care. Bye-bye.